Well, hello, good people. And as you can see, we're back at it. At least we're going to try to. It is a balmy 19 degrees today. And we're going to go ahead and try and do a little bit of work. See if we can get this place going again. We've got Mike is on his way back down. He can finally get dug out. He's going to come in and get us the electrical wiring done over here. Money Mike, he's going to go ahead and get the insulation put into the channels for us so we can get that stuff closed up. We can get actually the plywood put down, and that'll help us keep some of the cold air out. And once Mike is done running the electrical in here, we'll be able to put the insulation in the walls there. And I'm going to be working on getting the plumbing put into the space here for us to get this thing squared away. So a little bit of activity. We're going to see how it goes. Yeah, it's frosty in here. Well, I hope you're warm wherever you are right now. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We're actually here at Ice Station Zebra, and we're doing some work here, and I'm trying something new. Instead of going out and buying the whole PEX gun, I've actually got an attachment for my impact wrench. This is for doing PEX pipe, and I've got one that's here for cutting tubing. Now, it took me about 5 minutes to figure out exactly how this thing goes on here. And basically, here's what it does. Forward, the cutter goes in, and once it gets there, it stops. And reverse, it comes back out. Easy peasy. Bought this on Amazon, I think about $120 or so. The nice thing, I will tell you at least, is the shoe for this that attaches on the side of the body here is the same shoe that uses the PEX cutter. So if you don't have two of these, then, well, you can go ahead and use that. So this is going to be my very first cut, and we're going to see how well this actually works. So we've got it in here. We got it in there. Here we go. Oh, we got that. Nice clean cut. No ribs on it. Although I can see I was a little bit crooked in here. So I've got to make sure that I hold it square on. Let's see, retract it. Okay. Let me try that again. Still just a little bit off, but we can work with that. Okay. All right. So far, so good. I've got to cut some pipe. I'm going to lay it up in here, and we're going to see how well it works for us. All right, so it's going down for real. It's going down for real. Okay, so I've got my PEX in here, and you can see that's going to be buried inside of the insulation there. He's going to drop the insulation with it. We've got our waistline, and I'm using these 20-foot sections, which is great because I can bend it and won't have to use a lot of different joints and stuff in there. That's actually where you end up getting a lot of your money costs are from the joints of putting those together. And we're going to go ahead and get the liquid nails, and we're going to glue these down. We're going to start out here with the first piece, and we're going to come on through and at least get as much of this put in as we can. So it's going to be good. It's going to be definitely, and I tell you what, look, it's 25 degrees outside, but in here, look, he's just in a t-shirt right now. So that's before we get the insulation in. So already it's beginning to feel better. Yay! I have to say, being able to walk on this floor right now is great. This is like, so we've gotten this much in here. I'm going to go ahead. I've got to get my 2x8 joist up in here now. So that way we get this secured up, and then we'll get the plastic underneath there. We'll get the insulation put in there, and then we can run the sheathing all the way over there. And then what we'll be able to do is we're going to need the weather to kind of get a little bit better to be able to get in here and take that stuff down. but we can start the process of getting our rough ends for our electrical and our plumbing for the shower, the bathroom, and get this other wall framed up, and we can start getting our framing done in here at least. Mike, of course, is working on insulating and things. Some of this insulation will go up under the house, which will give us some more room to work with. And once Mike's finished with the wiring thing, he'll be able to go through, insulate all this stuff in here. That'll get rid of some more of it as well. And let's keep on working at it. I guess building codes were a little bit different back in the day. Check this out. So this is butt jointed together, and they put a 1x right here to support it. Don't do that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and call this a day here. So what we've done, we've started the process here. I'm going to have to double this thing up because we have those in there. We'll do that tomorrow morning. We got some more of our floor put in. It's nice to have a nice level floor that's coming in here together. Mike is working on running the new wiring for the lights. And the other Mike has gotten started on the insulation in the attic. And we're using R38 here, which will definitely make it toasty. It used to be, what's that? Oh, we got more lights working. It used to be R30 was good enough for the attics, but they've changed the code to R38. So we're getting that stuff squared away. But I got to go do a live stream, so we'll be back tomorrow. And sorry, got a little snot hanging there. All right, see you in the morning.